Hey y'all, so we're gonna make brioche buns, hamburger buns today. In the mixer, I already have my yeast, milk, and sugar that has been sitting for 10 minutes and it's risen. I had dropped the egg in there already. As you saw, you need 3 eggs, whisking all 3 eggs one at a time. And then we're gonna get started on adding the flour. I added all the flour off camera. It became a little hassle, but after you mix it all, you want to add all your salt and keep it going until we're about to add the butter. And I broke my butter down into small cubes, as you see. That is the best way to do it. Don't do it all at once, but put some in, let it go, and mix up. So that way the butter is fully incorporated into the dough. So you just go little by little, and it started to clump up at the bottom, so I stopped putting some butter in and then just let it go. And you see how it's basically smearing all over the bottom of the mixer. That's fine. And it's sticking. That is great. Just keep it going. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And your dough's going to start to look like it's falling apart, but it's not. Trust the process. This process is about like 15 to 25 minutes. And once the butter is fully incorporated, you want to turn it up. So it's actually more like 30, 45. But either way, let it keep going. You see how it's going on the inside of the pan, but all on the inside, and how it's coming back together. It's building that gluten factor. And in this clip, you can see how basically it almost all came back together. This is about like, I want to say 15 minutes in, but like 10 to 15, I want to say. But just keep going until you basically have the whole dough incorporated. Get your sprayed oil bowl ready and everything, because we're going to transfer it. We're also going to check for our gluten window. So as much as it stretches, and it doesn't break, that means your dough it's good. It's ready. Like, this is after like the 15, 20, 25 minutes that I let it go after I put the butter in. All the butter was incorporated. And so you see that gluten window? Yeah. It's ready to go. She's ready to go, ready to proof and everything. And don't mind my pregnant self. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Anyways, take your dough scraper, scrape everything up out of your mixer, give it a nice little knead, and then just keep turning and molding it into a nice ball. And I like to make sure the bottom of it is like as tight as possible so it doesn't like flake up or anything. Go ahead and drop it in there. And I learned this from the kitchen I used to work at. My circle's a mess, but draw a circle, and once it doubles in size, you know your dough is ready. And that took about an hour. And then I went ahead and scaled out my dough to about 145 grams. And to get the size that I wanted. This recipe that I'm using honestly came from the restaurant I used to work at, so I don't think I can really give you the recipe to it, because I don't know how that goes, but I have the recipe. I made it. This is how I used to always make it when I was working at the restaurant, and it was honestly for like mini brioche buns. So like the the balls of dough would be like real small, like golf ball size. But I made them bigger so I could make some hamburgers or just sandwiches or just have whatever I wanted. But yeah, like I said, I sat there and I scaled it out to 145 and sat there and rolled them out, and they came out pretty great. And you just gotta roll, scale, roll, scale, roll, scale. You get the gist of it. And I honestly thought that I turned the camera off, but oh well. But anyways, while this is still going, guys, I made it to the top 5, the top 10, then the top 5 for the Fave Chef. So keep voting for me, because if I get to the end of this and like I win, bro, that would be so freaking amazing. I'll be so freaking happy, and I'll feel like Mama of the Year because I sat here and I did what I needed to do. But after you roll your dough out, you want to sit there and proof them. I try to use wet napkins, but these napkins was ripping on me. But it's different from the towels that I used back at the restaurant, and really didn't have any paper towels. But napkins work the same. Let them proof for about 30 minutes. Get you a nice egg wash. And yep, that's the size of them after the 30 minutes. One of the buns is small because I didn't have 145. I think it was like 120. But put some salt in your egg wash and then egg wash away. And that's how you do it. Make sure you get every nook, every cranny all over the sides. Try to get the bottom if you can. And just make sure it is all egg washed down. And when I tell you that these things came out so good. I mean, like, chef's kiss, if you know what I'm talking about. But, yeah. And that's after 20 minutes at 350 in the oven. And I went straight for it. I honestly went straight for it. You can't see it, but it was good. It tastes how I used to make them almost a year ago at this point. When I say these are fresh out the oven, I really mean that. Fresh out the oven brioche buns. You see that steam? Cooked perfectly. Chef's kiss. But yeah.